Well, we're back on the 66 Roadster project, and this is the whiteboard with the to-do list, and we have about 6 weeks to go on the calendar. I'm marking off the days there. So anyway, lots left to do, and I'll show you where we are over here in the garage. There's the welder. Notice that it's kind of put away because I think we're out of the welding business. And there's the chassis right now and the body. I think the last time we looked at the body, the front clip was up in the air, but now it's down on the body, so we're kind of making some progress there. And over here on the chassis, you can see a couple things that have been done. We got the fuel line is hooked up to the gas tank, and the brake lines are in. There's a drive shaft installed, and you can see some brake line stuff going on there, all brand new. And up here on the transfer case, you see a couple shift levers. So we made a couple shift levers, just a custom deal there. The one on the left is the 3-speed transmission. That's a Hurst 3-speed shifter there. Went through that and made sure it shifts right. And then the lever on the right is the 4-wheel drive transfer case. So, and bought a couple nice matching knobs there. So transmission work is done. And moving up here, I'm just now working on the clutch. This is the clutch lever that engages when you press in the clutch pedal. And since we've swapped motors out, that bracket didn't fit exactly right. So I just made this bracket a couple days ago, and that has to get mounted on there. And then this goes in there, and that's what moves when you push in the clutch. So that's all done and ready to bolt in. So we're over that hurdle. And then up here on the front of the motor, put in a new fuel pump, oil filter, and I'm waiting on the water pump. That goes right here. I ordered the wrong one, so I had to send that back, and now I'm waiting on another one. When the water pump gets installed, then we can put in this alternator that's right here. And once the alternator's in, we can put the fan on and a fan belt, and the front of the motor is about done. So that's the chassis right now, and it's coming along. In a few days, really, it should be ready to set the body on it. So then over here on the body, the main thing that I've been working on is the fiberglass door inserts. It was a one-piece fiberglass unit that installed in the door opening, and it didn't fit very well and was really hard to get in there. And they were sort of made to come in and out with the thought that you would maybe pull them out and then put in a hard steel door, maybe even just for winter time or something like that. But it was really difficult to do, and I can see why almost all of these got pulled out and then never put back in. And eventually all these Roadsters were just turned into wagons. I think that's one of the reasons, was the door opening was just really difficult to deal with. So because it didn't fit very well, I have sort of installed it permanently. So you can see it's fiberglassed in and into the steel body, and you can see kind of a seam here. That was the original gap, but that's been fiberglassed in, epoxied in, and now I'm just going over it with some body filler. So that is now more or less permanently installed, and you would have to want to work really hard to someday put in a steel door there. So, and if you remember last time we talked about the front clip, that's all one unit now. The grill has been welded to the fenders. So basically the way that you look at the body now, from the front grill to the back corner, is now one complete unit. And I've probably violated several body shop rules there, but that's the way it's going out the door. So that's the body work so far. And then inside, we've got the pedals in there. They've been cleaned up and painted, and then new rubber pads on the gas pedal, brake pedal, clutch, and emergency brake are in there. And up in this corner, I've just started to do some wiring. So this is just a generic wire harness. And there's a little circuit panel there, a little fuse box. And that ball of wires there goes up to the gauge cluster and steering wheel, all through the dash. And then some of the wire goes up here into the engine compartment, and that feeds things like the sending units on the motor and ignition and all that. So the battery goes up there in the corner, and then all of the wiring is also up in that corner. So working on some wiring at the same time as we're doing all the rest of this. So the tailgate has been painted and clear coated, and it's ready for hardware and can be installed. And the hood is about half done. The underside is painted and clear coated, and I just have to work on the top surface there. There's a little bit of body filler work to do there. And then over here we've got the windshield. It's got new glass in it and a new gasket. So we got that stuck in yesterday, so it's ready to install. The bumpers painted black are over there next to it, and the front dash has been painted black and ready to install. So we're getting some of the big chunks done on the body, and that's what the project looks like with 6 weeks to go. Thanks for watching.